The Secret of Steve Jobs. 3 Lessons to Transform Your Life. Steve Jobs, the genius behind Apple, shared 3 powerful stories about his journey that can transform the way you see the world. Discover how to connect the dots of the past, deal with loss, and follow your passion, along with a valuable reflection on life and death. Get ready to be inspired and rethink your choices. Introduction. It's an honor to be here with you today at such an important moment. Honestly, I never graduated from college, and this is the closest I've ever come to a graduation. Today, I want to share with you 3 stories from my life. Nothing very complex, but these lessons guided me and can do the same for you. First story, connecting the dots. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of college just 6 months after starting, but I continued to attend for a while as a visitor. The reason? It all started before I was even born. My biological mother wanted me to be adopted by a college-educated couple, but due to a mix-up, my adoptive parents didn't even have a complete higher education. Still, they promised that I would go to college. When I finally got to college, I realized it didn't make sense to spend my parents' savings without knowing what I wanted to do with my life. I made the tough decision to drop out, but with the assurance that somehow the dots would connect in the future. I started following only what interested me, like a calligraphy course, which seemed insignificant, but years later was crucial to the design of the first Macintosh. The lesson? You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. You have to trust that they will connect in the future, and that trust will give you the courage to follow your heart, even when the path seems uncertain. Second story, love and loss. My second story is about love and loss. I found early in life what I loved to do. At 20, I started Apple in my parents' garage. Within 10 years, the company was worth $2 billion, but surprisingly, I was fired from the company I created. It was devastating, but this apparent defeat was a disguised gift. The pressure to succeed was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. This allowed me to be more creative than ever. In the following years, I founded Next, Pixar, and eventually returned to Apple, which bought Next. In the midst of all this, I met my wife and formed a wonderful family. The moral of the story? Loss, no matter how painful, can be the beginning of something incredible. The important thing is to keep doing what you love, because that passion is what will keep you on track, regardless of the obstacles. Third story, reflection on death. The third story is about death. At 17, I read a quote that said, "If you live each day as if it were your last, someday you'll be right." Since then, every day, I ask myself, if today were my last day, would I be happy doing what I'm about to do? When the answer is no for several days in a row, I know I need to change something. The truth is that remembering that we're going to die is the most powerful tool to make the great choices in life. When you face death head-on, you realize there's nothing to lose. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. The doctors told me it was incurable and that I had a few months to live. Later, I found out that my case was rare and curable, and I was saved by surgery. The lesson? No one wants to die, but death is the destiny we all share. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Follow your heart and intuition. They somehow know what you truly want to be. Conclusion: stay hungry, stay foolish. When I was young, there was a publication called the Whole Earth Catalog. In the last edition, there was a message that struck me. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. That is my wish for you as you embark on this new phase of life. Stay hungry for knowledge and change, and never be afraid to be a little foolish. Thank you very much.